We made it! We made it! If you watched our two videos that are pinned, posted, you will know. If you watch our two videos that have been posted in regards to this 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, How to Human Being class. Of course, class on immortality, God's plan for humanity, message from the mountaintop. Click link in bio for the class. The second layer of this class, for this class is going to be in 3 layers, 33, 3 layers, 33. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is for completion. This class is going to be in 3 layers. We have our public layer. We have our mystery school layer. And then we have your experience layer. We are excited. We're gonna allow a few more to rise on in. We're gonna allow a few more to rise on in. We are very, very excited for it. This class, How to Human Being, is gonna be covering anatomy. It's going to be covering your psychic abilities as human beings. It's going to be covering specifically a psychic power of telepathy. For mastery of mind is the first step in regards to aligning oneself with telepathy. Then you have a plethora of other abilities, moving objects with your mind, a whole 9. Yes, I'm very, very, very grateful to them. Very, very grateful to them. Peace unto you. I am Nadiie. So while we allow a few more to rise on in, we're going to go into a meditation, breath work. Of course, God's plan for humanity, a message for the mountaintop. One of our pages in that wondrous so-called book, because it's one of the greatest experiences for humanity. God's plan for humanity, a message for the mountaintop. Make sure you go on our page and click the link in our bio, link in the description to go purchase that book would change your life. So-called book. So just also before we go into the meditation and utilizing our breath work, I'm going live both on TikTok and YouTube currently. So for all those that are watching the pre-recorded version of this 12 p.m. class, yes, so God the Source said, how consistent are you going to be with it? And I was like, I could see myself doing it whenever I pop up. If you catch me, just know today's Friday, so I could do Fridays and then balance one Saturday and then teach the mystery school every Sunday for the fourth semester class 4. Well, that's going to be a very powerful one too. All right, see some on the YouTube side, TikTok side, wait for a few. Typically TikTok, you know, all the wild censorship stuff, it takes a little while for everybody to come, but then eventually they start showing up, and they just show up like, bloop. I was like, oh, okay. Any more? God the Source? God the Source asks everybody to set their intentions right now. Set their intentions right now. Got a little notification on the email. I wonder if I could turn that off. Oh, do not disturb. Let me see if I can turn do not disturb on phone. Going live on both iPhone and Android. Focus. Do not disturb. Okay. Do not disturb off. Now on. Do not disturb on. Oh, also, because this is all the intro, because, you know, you're live. This is also pre-recorded. It's a very important class for humanity. Oh, I got some people on the TikTok side. I just told you, they're just going to pop up. I scribed, God the Source, when I do this, to show these people what I have scribed in my notes, but it's really, you know, because we're English speakers, English, I'm giving that one now? Okay, look, God the Source said, send this one to you now, and then y'all gotta wait for the rest when the class start, because we gotta do a meditation after this little intro segment, and then the class. But How to Human Being is the class. I'm gonna get these notes. I was talking to God the Source about the notes, and like, when I show these people these notes, by the will of the source, I can prop it up because I have the scribing. What God, the source, asks for us to deliver to you is, if you are an English speaker or if you speak English, you have to understand the power of sound alchemy and the power of words. Remember, they put the stuff in. Let me show. I'm gonna just go back and forth between TikTok and YouTube, make it easier for the pre-recorded people. The power of the word, even in many religions, they speak of it. What are words, everybody? Oh, the first question. All right, type 33s in the chat if you're ready. Type 33s in the chat if you're ready. Class is about to start. The intro is about to be transmuted into our meditation. Type 33s in the chat if you are ready. The power of the word. What is words? Peace unto you, Mystic. We see you. What is words? Think about it. We spoke on sound alchemy in Inception. Words are to sound. Words is an alignment, intertwined fully, truly, perfectly, ethically, sound in sound. For when you speak, it is a sound. And the left hemisphere of your brain is the language processor. And the right hemisphere of your brain is for spatial awareness, is for spiritual awareness, connected by corpus callosum. That's another seed. English speakers speak more than 7 languages at once. So you have to understand how powerful. You have to understand why Atlantis is one of the more popular places, biggest airport in the world. Atlantis. And then now on the human planet they call Earth, which is not just the human planet, but humans are the brightest of them all. Human beings specifically. Humans is just one half of your hemisphere in usage, in function, full functionality is what is so. Though that is, those that are in systems where they force you to utilize one hemisphere primarily and not being in whole, because remember, if you do the root word on the word holy, you find out that the root word on holy literally is whole. And you're like, what? Because it's just about being whole. For example, John D. Rockefeller school system that primarily made it to where most people are right-handed, which means left hemisphere language processors, analytical thinking, its soldier mindset is hut to do, hut to do. The right hemisphere will be the rhythm and the tone of the hut to the hut to hut to hut to hut to. That's left hemisphere. Right hemisphere is hut to hut. You're combining both of them. Those that seen, those with 2 good ears had best hear that. Really good, God the source. That was a really good one. That was so good, I'm about to just continue. Okay. Oh, we got our first comment on the YouTube side. I see you, Mystic, over here. Just so you know, TikTok does a lot of weird censorship things on my end as well. They would tell me I have 0 people, and then there'll be a whole bunch of y'all liking and stuff. And I'm like, that's psychological warfare. Anywho, so just keep liking and typing 33s in the chat, asking questions. Oh, thank you, God the source. Yes, this is a class, y'all. The class is titled How to Human Being. So ask me questions. Technology is updating. That's what this person says. Peace unto you. I am Nadiie, Nadiie, Nadiie Black. For those that would like to know my name, I know the second segment after this is the meditation. This is just a long intro because I'm literally talking to God the source and making it open for y'all. The whole point of truth is transparency as well. So I'm going to be an open book, audibly, visually, when you sense me beyond the seven senses, all of the above, all that is below, all that is within, all that is without. I'm a master at communication, for I am the Christ on earth, the successor to Yeshua. Yes, I know. Go watch our Christ Adventure series. I know that was wild, but we got to focus on how to human being, because I came out of a coochie too. Okay? Same thing with Yeshua. He came out of a womb. So we know how to be human beings when you just go deep, deep, deep within. Dr. Sabi is another one. Dr. Yaki, someone current today, is another one. Dr. No, he's not a doctor yet, but 19 Keys, he's another one. I've seen a miracle. He's done a miracle. All of you can do miracles. I teach people enlightenment in 3 days. I teach people miracles. Day 3 of the 3-day course is all about miracles and how you align your frequency, because miracles are the great undoer. It does not give, it releases. Miracles bring you back to zero and says, what? Choose again. So ask questions. This is a class. And just so you know, for the record as well, I also am a teacher specializing in social and emotional development and psychology at Eastland Performance Academy. I teach the children. You know, Yeshua, and I'm not Christian at all. I'm Native American, Oki, Sinatapia, Nixisakoi, Nisakwa. My name, Nadiie Black, derives of the Siksika tribe. Blackfoot, you may know as Blackfeet Confederacy, or Native Americans or Native Indians, however you label them, or us, or one. There's 4 tribes. The Blackfeet Confederacy is comprised of 4 different tribes. Tribe 1, Siksika, which is also the language of all 4. Tribe 2, Pikani. And there's 2 others. You go seek to find the other 2. I already gave you 2. So what you just heard, Oki. If you want to know a greeting, just so everybody can know a new Blackfoot word. Oki, O-K-I. Oki, that's a greeting. So your tonality is important, because the Blackfoot language is a language that is very different than what you may know as English. It doesn't have all these other languages inside of it. It has Blackfoot and Old Blackfoot, which is still Blackfoot. So when you speak or sound, remember Yeshua said, you know Yeshua as in A.K.A. A.K.A. means also known as. A.K.A. is in parentheses in the middle as a symbol. Jesus Christ, A.K.A. Yeshua, A.K.A. Joshua, Yeshua. You can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. The man said, of the flesh, I am nothing. Why are you associating yourself with assigning his energetic signature to your memory by way of flesh when he's the one that denounced the flesh to begin with? That's how I know you're not actually listening to what Jesus is talking about. So let's start there. That's why asking questions is important, because I'm the successor. Not the second coming, the first coming of Nadiie, the first coming of me, and you are the first coming as well of you. So you, when I give you the teachings, all of you, go apply it. Click link in bio, buy our one and only ebook, God's Plan for Humanity, A Message from the Mountaintop. That is the 3-day course, chapter 1, page 6, that will enlighten you. I started off with the 3-day course. I eventually grew into a book, so it's my own one and only ebook. I'm not making another book. I did not care to be an author. I like sound alchemy, some may call it musician. I understand the power of music. Native Americans call it fire keepers. We have all of, you have your rain ceremonies, your sun ceremonies. Should I? Peep the essence of the all, breathe freely. Handing out food for thought, they say I'm feeding the needy. Kids looking up to me, they saying they want to be me. To leave the hood, because they spinning blocks like they Yazidi. I'm God's will in the flesh, distant from the elitists. God's gifts, stopped at Jesus. I'm pondering the next plan, implementing like geniuses. I don't care how you talk, walk the walk and be, and no one will suffer in my eyes. I simply won't see it. I see all through eyes of love. Don't mistreat it. People's egos pointing out, oh, I see them peeking, but too much light will blind your eyes, the curiosity leaving. I'm a triple OG, that means original God. Triple is for 33s, no, I will never die. I master the resurrection. See the look in my eye? And the story you will see is I ain't bound to a lie. Respect my player, respect my hustler, respect my player, respect my hustler. I bathe in G. You looking at me. They wanna see, so they coming for me. It's really we. So turn M into an upside down M, which is a W. So they coming for we, us. That is the importance of questions. So that when you bring forth your presence and awareness and establish your intentions, and I'm gonna get to all the comments and addressing this. This is, follow along. This is also for the video folks, pre-recorded. So this is all pre-recorded, y'all. So peace, y'all, on the live. Peace on y'all on the live side. Peace and love. Peace unto you. Questions are important. You ask your questions. We're going to get to your questions. Set your intentions, though. That's what this is important. Yes, your intentions. So what do you intend for this to be? For if you have no direction, for example, this is precisely why I call myself the way, and he called himself the way as well. Focus not on the flesh, for we are one, and flesh is regardless. What matters more is the direction I'm walking in rather than me. Those that focus more on them, they care for what you would call fame. If I say follow me, I'm saying go in the direction. So for example, if I say my destination is north, east, west, or south, I proceed in that direction. If I say God is north, that means we're going north. If God is east, then we're going east. If God is south, then we're going south. If God is west, then we're going west. And you have to understand this equation, which I, as Nadiie, bring up, which is truth equals perfect love equals absolute forgiveness. Every human being that hears my equation, truth equals perfect love equals absolute forgiveness, and actually anchors it. So we're going to anchor it. This is still all the intro, because remember, our class is how to human being. We still haven't even got to the class yet, because we still have to do our meditation after this before we even touch the class today. Just so y'all know, for all those that's new, let me get it for y'all. I'm gonna start off with the YouTube people. How to human being. Got all the notes, scribing everything. How to human being is for the TikTok folk. Where you at? Where you at? Bam, there you are. How to human. Yeah, so let me prop that back up here. Type 33s in the chat if you are ready. I'm going to get to the comments after this, because y'all's intentions, I gave y'all enough time to set your intentions. So y'all's intentions should be set by now.